This is lesson 6.5. So it says to solve for the variable. Okay, what do we know about every angle in a rectangle? It's 90 degrees. So what is my equation going to be, Daisha? Good. 2x plus 10 equals 90. Okay, now what? Good. Subtract 10. Good. Perfect. X equals 40. Perfect. Questions on that one for me? All right, what about the rhombus? What do we know about all the sides of a rhombus? What are all the sides of a rhombus? Yeah, they're all congruent. Very good. So I'm going to do 7x equals 5x plus 4. Edward, what should I do first? Good. Very good. So 2x equals 4. Divide both sides by 2. X equals 2. Alright, section 6.5 is trapezoids. The objective is to use properties of trapezoids. Alright, so a trapezoid, it's a quadrilateral with exactly one pair of parallel sides. So in this case, it's the top and the bottom are parallel sides. Okay? The bases are the parallel sides. So this is a base, this is a base. The legs are the non-parallel sides. So this is a leg, this is a leg. Now, these are not parallel, the legs aren't, because if you draw them, if you keep going in a straight line, they're going to eventually touch. Okay, so those aren't parallel. All right, so this is what we're going to be doing more of, is down here, the A plus D. Okay, that's right. Wow, that was a hideous circle. Okay. A plus D is going to add up to 180. Do you guys remember that with parallelograms? Okay, so the sides are going to add up to 180. Okay. Also, A and D, or A and B are a pair of angles. C and D are a pair of base angles. Okay. We're not going to use that a ton. This is what's important when they add up to, the sides add up to 180. Okay. I don't know why it's not going. Isosceles trapezoid is a trapezoid whose legs, the non-parallel sides, are congruent. So AD is going to be congruent to BC. Now the top and bottom are still parallel. Where have you heard isosceles before? Do you guys remember? With what? Oh, I thought you said sorry. Oh. What shape? Starts with a T. Triangles. We had isosceles triangles. Okay, where two of the sides were congruent, then the opposite angles were congruent. This is almost the exact same thing. Okay, so these two sides are congruent. Angle D and angle C are going to be congruent, and angle A and angle B are going to be congruent. Okay. So let's say angle D is 60 degrees. How would I find angle A?
Subtract 180.
Yep. 180 minus 60, which will give me 120. So 120 degrees. Okay. What would be the measure of angle C? 60. What would be the measure of angle B? 120. Okay, so these base angles are the same. They're congruent. These base angles are the same. They're congruent. Okay. To find the other one, you subtract from 180 if you're missing one. Find the missing measures if ABCD is an isosceles trapezoid. So that means that the two sets of base angles are congruent. So if angle D is 62 degrees, what angle do we know at the top of our head?
C. A.
A is what, Jorian?
62.
Perfect. Okay. Now, how do I find angle B and C? What do those add up to?
180.
Yeah, so
180 subtract 62.
Perfect. So that's 118. So if B is 118, what's C? 118. Very good. Okay. So it's an isosceles trapezoid. Which one do we know right away?
Yeah.
Good. B is 79. Oh my. B is 79 degrees. Okay. Now how do I find D and C?
180.
Good. 180 minus 79, which gives me 101. So D is 101 and C is 101. This is on your homework. Okay, so the first one, what do you guys think?
She said trapezoid. They just said trapezoid.
Okay.
That's wrong, though.
What do you think?
Neither.
Neither?
No.
So first of all, a trapezoid has a set of parallel sides. Okay, so we do have a set of parallel sides, right? Oh my goodness, why do I keep doing that? So the top and bottom are parallel. An isosceles trapezoid has that, but it also has two sides that are congruent. The legs are congruent in it. Are these two marked congruent?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's an isosceles trapezoid. Okay. Now number 4. What do you guys think?
Trapezoid.
It is just a trapezoid. It has the top and the bottom marked parallel. So it's just a trapezoid. You guys are really good at this. Okay, so which angle do I know right away?
C.
C is what?
15.
115. Good. How do I find A and D? Perfect.
65.
Very good. So A is 65 and D is also 65. Yeah, sorry, this one is number 6. Let me fix that on here. And this one is number 5. Which angle do I know right away? D is 45. How do I find A and B? Good. 180 minus 45.
135.
Good. 135. So A is 135 and B is 135. Okay. For how would I find B? So do 180 minus.
147.
Ooh, if I'm looking for minus 92. Okay, so that gives me 88. So this angle over here is 88 degrees. Now, how would I solve for D?
180 minus 147.
Perfect. 180 minus 147
Equals 33.
equals 33. So you just have like one more step to do if it's not an isosceles trapezoid. Does this make sense? Fabulous. All right, let's do our summary. All right, what do we learn about today? What's that T word called? Trapezoids. And then a sample test question
I thought when I do that.
can just be, you could just write in like 78 degrees, 141 degrees.